Hey, we're live. I think. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Here, let me type a little something. I typed and it's on the thing. I'm begging your pardon. How's that? Okay. I don't look as much like a vagrant. No offense to vagrants. All right. I have some royalty-free synth 1980s music because somebody downstairs from me is screaming into their phone. You know, they're doing this thing. Oh, since about 8 this morning. And that's great for when you are trying not to go completely out of your mind when somebody is constantly talking into their phone. Constantly. I know you can't hear it. I know you can't hear it. It's like, I may as well just, I'd have better luck just saying, oh, it's just schizophrenia. I'm the only one who hears it. So, it's almost 2 o'clock. It's 91 degrees. And I figure, well, there's nobody here. I'll give it a few minutes. See if anybody shows up. I'm not super crazy about this music, but oh, hey, there I'm live. Yeah, it's good. I always think it's funny. I check my email and I'm looking at the wrong camera as always. I check my email and it says I'm live. That's always fine. Here I am. I don't know why it's. Oh, it's feeding back. I don't know why it's feeding back. It's a little bit of a delay. Oh, wait, there's I got you. I'm gonna share on Twitter. On Twitter. Already, my laptop's heating up. Wow. I guess IDW put out a comic book of April O'Neil, and on the cover it's spelled Arple. That's incredible. I gotta make a comment. Okay. All right. God, I'm a homunculus. Cyberpunk synthwave mix. That's what's playing. It's royalty free, so it's not really what I wanted. Jesus. It's just a lot of brown. So I'm gonna give it another couple of minutes. I mean, who cares? Can you hear the neighbors? Of course you can. It's just me. It's just my psychosis. Okay, this is all right. I really didn't prep. I don't have any idea of anything to do other than the main thing I'm going to do. I already ate lunch. I didn't figure he'd want to be watching me eat lunch every time I do this. I don't know. Maybe you do. My hamster is asleep. 10 minutes. All right. 10 minutes of nothing. I figure we can get started. All right. We got our sketch pad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep. It's tough because I can either look at you or I can watch myself, which I like to watch myself. I'm a creep. So today, I'm going to teach you how to draw poo, which you might think is real simple, but it's more complicated than you'd think. So, let's get started, all right? I stink at this. Pardon me one second. Hiya, friends. So now I got a little surface. This is all right. 12-minute mark. How to draw poo. Now, you want to get the basic poo down. You want to get the basic idea of a poo down before you. A lot of people do the soft serve ice cream swirl, which I don't think is very realistic. I think that's a form of aesthetic distance where you're, it's like, nobody really poops like that. It kind of like, it's like the pickle in the jar when Damon Wayans on In Living Color, where it's like, you get the idea it's a turd, but it's, it's not a turd. It's a pickle in a jar. So it's not completely revolting. So anyway, what you want to do to start out for your basic poo is essentially you start with the shape, which is like a yam. You see? You want to, you see that? You want to have the ends like a pinch mark, where, it gets pinched off. But you get a basic shape of a yam. And then you start adding the shading. I can't quite keep it in the range of the camera, but I'm getting there. Put lots of lines to make it, give it a sense of shading, so you get a bit more of the shape. But now we got something that still it's going to look a little bit like a yam. And since you want something you could do in black and white anywhere, and suggest a turd, you add some chunks in the top, like a piece of corn. Just suggestion of lumps, so that it kind of looks like almost like a payday bar. Not a payday. Payday is doesn't have chocolate, like a Baby Ruth. Add a little more shading. To give it, more of a three-dimensional look. just, the great thing about drawing a poo is you can, you really want to make it as dirty and gross as you want, as you can, really. Because it's just, there we go. And somebody will go, "Hey, is that a cigar?" "Oh no, it's a poo." Yeah, just a little cross hatching. Yep. There's the downstairs neighbor, literally as loud as my music. So great. It's great to live in a place where nobody cares about your well-being and they're just, obnoxious and annoying all the time because they've never been confronted on it. They never will be. It's just, just the way some people are. Some people are just inconsiderate by nature. Oh no. Anyway, now we add a little underneath. You hear that? Now we have as though the turd exists in space. Now, you really want to sell that this is a poo and it stinks. So this is very important. Let me see if I can arrange here. You can kind of see that, right? Okay. So what you want to do then is we add stink lines. Some wavy lines to suggest that this poo smells. It really reeks. It's great. What little concentration I have is blown literally every few seconds with this. In addition to the stink lines, what you want to do is add flies because flies are attracted to poop. Now, they're real simple. What you want to do is you just kind of make a dot and then you do a sideways 8. And you got a fly. Yeah. And, you want to make the fly have a little trail of its own. Okay. So this thing is it's starting to stink. And you get, flies are fun to draw. That's about all I can say about flies. You do a dot and a sideways 8. Boop. And you got a fly. And there's another fly. And another fly. And this poo really stinks. That's ready to be stepped on by somebody who's not paying attention. And there you have it. I mean, you can, if you really want to get gross, you can make some hair coming out. But again, you run the risk of making it look like a yam. So that is your basic poo. That's your basic how to draw a poo. Now, let me show you something that's a little more complex. This is the way that they used to draw poo, dog poo, in Mad Magazine, which is one of the places I learned the funnier ways to draw poop. This is the worst one yet. I am horrifically bad at this. So, what you want to do is you take your I'm trying to think of the best way to start this off. What you want to do is you're going to do a poop on top of another poop. So you want to start with, ideally, you start with the one on top, which is a sort of arch. And you don't complete it. You put another poop underneath it. You see that? So now, this is like a, I'm sure we've all seen a dog take a dump, and, there's one poop, and then there's another one that just is like arched on top of it. So now we'll make a little shading at the bottom. I didn't do this one that well, but we'll make it work. Okay, a little shading at the bottom so you get the idea of space. I think this one's bleeding way. This one is bleeding much more through the paper. This is just a basic sketch pad I picked up at the Family Dollar for this special event. So here, what you want to do is you want to suggest the cylindrical shape of the poop with your lines, and you make structure lines like so, kind of like an earthworm. Start from the bottom, and you make these ridges to suggest the shape of the poop. A little more shading. It doesn't matter if you're precise. You just, we're at 23 minutes. Okay. So, just work the shape in these structural ridges. And you know what? I think you want to, on this one, you want to make it come out the back. So again, this is supposed to be on a sidewalk, so add some. See what I mean? Now you go back and add your corn or your dots to suggest partially undigested food. I have to put on a noise blocker to be able to sleep or not hear the person downstairs screaming into their phone. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? I got to go out of my way and put, white noise on so this person can scream into their phone all day and night. Isn't that great? I live in a hellhole. That's the thing I gotta tell you. Make sure if you want to become an artist and you want to, be prepared to practice your entire life and live in a place that's unfit for animals, because that's the way life works. You won't generally live in a place that's fit for normal human beings. You will have to take something that matches your lack of income, and you'll have to depend on other people because nobody gives a crap about how artists make their living, or artists in general, or art. No one cares. If you start from there, you'll be much better off, because your entire life people are going to be like, oh, well, you just get a job and you have some money. You just get a job. I mean, put your old pen down and do something legitimate. God. It's so simple. It's so simple. Just get a haircut and a shave and go out and get a job. And oh, wow. I never thought of that. I never thought that, why don't I just go and work in a place? That never occurred to me. Wow. It's so helpful when, that's such a helpful suggestion. Oh, just go get a job, dummy. So simple. Flip burgers. Why don't you just, get raped in the behind? You can make money that way. It's so simple. Why don't you just do manual labor until you destroy your ability to do art and, mess up your body in some way? Where it's so simple, people. Oh, God. Oh, man. And everybody has a job right now, and everybody's so happy right now, aren't they? Aren't they happy? Isn't everybody just going to work and, oh man, my life is so great. And it's so great that there's all these people who guilt trip me over, my opinions on the vaccine and the pandemic. Oh, it's such a great life. It's so wonderful. It's so full of beauty and promise. And it's so easy to wake up in the morning and go, wow, world, I know you love me as much as I love you. And gee whiz, what are we going to do today other than lie down and die? Because who cares? Yeah, it's great. Let's do some stink lines. Yeah. See what I mean? Now, yeah, that's good. Hey, see? I know what I'm doing. I'm not just some dimwit who, I draw. I expect people to pay me money. No, this is, my skill. Yeah, look at this. I just drew crap for you. And nobody's watching. And, I'm trying not to swear. I'm trying. Okay, flies. Remember what I told you? Just a dot and an 8. A dot and a sideways 8. And you can make a little fly path. Oh, you know what else is really fun? You make a dotted line for the flies, because they're not moving with the same intensity as the stench. So you got, they're buzzing around it. It's poop. It's a poop. It's a pair of poop. See, so if you, I mean, okay, you might want to add some more. I don't think people might think somebody might think it's a dead earthworm, but all right, this is a couple of toads. This music is killing me, man. I'm literally, I'm. No, I think I kind of biffed it. I added a little too much shading. Well, hey, I mean, sometimes something will have blood in its stool, and you end up with a darker area. This is gross. What am I doing? Okay, now, so we got here. We got our basic log, and now we have a little pile. Okay, just for a bonus. Now we're at a little over half an hour. Yeah, bringing it home with no one watching. Right on. Okay. A lot of folks tend to draw poop like a soft serve ice cream swirl, which I personally think is not okay. I don't know if you understand what I mean by aesthetic distance. Aesthetic distance is something that ensures the viewer that there's no well, it's mainly the best example I can think of is when you don't have somebody waving a knife around in a play, in a fight on stage in a theater, because the people in the audience are going to think that somebody might get hurt and it's going to pull them out of the play. You never want to do something in any kind of art that removes someone from the experience. You want them to be part of the experience. You don't want to remove them from it. And I think that when you make a soft serve ice cream swirl poop, when you draw that, it creates the distance where people look at it and go, well, I know nobody could poop like that, so it's just silly. It's and that's fine. There's a place for that as well. So anyway, how do we do the poop swirl? Well, you start at the top. Okay? Start at the top. Make the little zoop. Kind of like a candle flame, right? And you got, the top is where it's pinched off. And then you make another zoop. And you want it to be a little lopsided because it's crap. It's not ice cream. So you go a little one there, like that. Okay? Now, I think 4 is you're good with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't want to go. I mean, it's here. You want to see what it looks like? Okay, we'll give it a shot. Here, we'll do 5. 5. That's that'd be a pretty healthy dump for just about any organism. So what we do is we make the shading lines on the bottom to give it a place in 3-dimensional space. Okay. So now we've got shaded. Now it's, hey, that could be vanilla. That could be, somebody just parked a bunch of vanilla ice cream on the sidewalk, because this is still the sidewalk. Still got sidewalks always have gum, black gum dots. That's how you always. I mean, you could do a wrapper like a gum wrapper or what's great to do on a sidewalk scene is a crushed cigarette butt, which, everybody knows what that looks like. You see them all over our subway platforms here in Atlanta because, why should a huge non-smoking sign keep you from your habit? Again, consideration, courtesy. Who cares? They are dead. I don't know. I'm not aware of any place that people are courteous or considerate anymore. I guess that's a myth or racist or something. I have no idea. No idea. I was raised in a stupid era where people were, they cared about what other people thought about them. They cared about other people's impressions. They didn't just, scream all the time and act obnoxious all the time. And, but like I say, I grew up in this really stupid time, not like today where you just do whatever you want and say whatever you want. And if there's consequences, whoa, poor little me. I'm allowed to say and do whatever I want because I'm perfect and special. You know what? Nobody else deserves to exist but me. Nope. No, I'm special. My life matters. Isn't that great? Don't you love hearing that all the time from people? Oh, yeah, my life matters. My life matters. That's great. That's awesome. I hope they teach that in school. I hope that's job one in school, not history or math or spelling or any of that stupid crap. Just, oh no, you're perfect and everything that you do and everything that comes out of you is brilliant. And, anybody who has a problem with anything you do is wrong. It's just the way it is, so do whatever. Burn cities down, who cares? Just do some shading lines here to, the sort of earthworm ridges that suggest shape. It's a great incentive to do this when you look over and you see, zero viewers. It's really it's inspiring. I really made the right choices in life. I figure if I say that enough, it might become true. I don't know. I go by, how other people behave because nothing else matters in existence right now except how other people behave. I'm not as inspired on this one, partly because I'm getting mad, but also I just don't feel that this makes for a convincing hoop. Now it's my fault because I drew this thing. What I need is a job where I can talk loudly on the phone all day and make my neighbors want to kill me. That's what I want. Is something where I can just scream into a phone because my fingernails are too long to hold it to my ear, and I'm generally obnoxious and terrible in the first place. So that's what I need. Is that available somewhere? Is that something I can do? Hit me up. Give me a phone job where I can, become part of the new elite of insufferable people that no one wants to be around, but you have to because it's life, and that's the way it works. Yeah. Here, you can call this what the country is now. Here's America. How about that? This is what it's becoming right before our eyes. Stink lines. Stinks. Stinks pretty bad. Now we get some flies. And we have, I kind of understand if you want to make this the symbol for poop, it does work. It's just, and the idea of coiling a poop like a snake is really funny. And there's lots of people who like to make fun of the Gadsden flag because they weren't ever taught anything in school. They just, I don't know, they were homeschooled or I don't know. I can't pretend to know what they teach about American history in schools. I don't think they teach anything. I think it's just, oh, well, you're here and everything belongs to you. Just take it. No one will stop you. Check out Walgreens in San Francisco and just take whatever you want. Hey, who cares? Crap in the street. There you go, California. Isn't that cute? Yeah. It's a lot more fun to draw crap than it is to think about the fact that it's legal to pull your pants down and crap in the street in major cities in this country. That's really, I have male relatives who fought in wars and who unfortunately aren't around anymore, who would just love to hear about that. Oh yeah, you can just pinch a loaf right in the street. Isn't that cute? Isn't that great? Doesn't that make you beam with pride? Oh man, what a wonderful world it is. Golly gee whiz. So anyway, I'm going to cut it off at about 45 minutes, and then I'm going to go eat some arsenic or put a bullet in my head. But anyway, that is our third rendering of excrement. Here's our second, which I still think this is the best one. I think that if you do this X formation in the background, if you do it, once you doodle it a few times, small, and just deface some magazines in the library. They literally no one will stop you. Draw it on walls in the public where somebody will have to pay taxpayer money to, or maybe I mean, are there police? Have they not been defunded? Or I don't know. Here's the first one. And there you have it. I hope this has been something. I don't know about instructive or what, but have a great day. I'm talking to no one. So those of you who are watching this afterwards, thank you for doing so. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to beg for likes and subscribes and all that stuff. Please don't push me any farther than I've already been pushed. Like and subscribe if you want to. Don't take any advice from me. What can I tell you? Thanks, folks. Have a good one.